Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder. And this is for the week of April the 10th, 2023. So this week, the moon will be waning. We celebrated a full moon in Libra last week. So this week, we may feel a little bit more introverted. We may be lacking energy. And if that is how you are feeling, just understand that that is possibly related to the vibration of the moon, and allow yourself some space and grace to rest and relax and take it easy. So this week, the moon will shift from Sagittarius into Capricorn, into Aquarius, and then finally at the end of the week, the moon will be in Pisces. So while the moon is in Sagittarius, go ahead and dive deep on a research topic or a higher learning class that piques your interest. This could be a great time to catch up on Kairos classes if you're feeling behind, and generally move your body in a way that feels expansive. So you could go on a long walk or hike out in nature, or perhaps get yourself involved in some sort of sport that piques your interest. When the moon shifts into Capricorn, you can tap into the structure of your business, the structure of your home. Perhaps there are some foundational practices that you could tap into or work on. But also remember that Capricorn is the sign related to the bones and the knees. So take good care of your skeletal system and tend to your knees as well. When the moon shifts into Aquarius, this is a great time for any activities involving technology or social media. Perhaps you're recording YouTube videos or creating content that you are going to use in your business. And when the moon shifts from Aquarius into Pisces, the energy may feel a little bit more spiritually aligned, a little bit more artistic or creative. You could tap into some meditation practices. This would be a really great time to dive into anything that is related to your intuitive abilities. So you could also perhaps schedule practicums for the end of this week. So a lot of what is going on this week involves the planet Venus, and this is the planet that governs both Taurus as well as Libra. And so it is very much related to aesthetics, beauty, love. It's the general essence of sensuousness that we feel when we're really just experiencing a heart-centered connection to ourselves and others. So the very beginning of the week, let's see, the 10th, Venus is actually going to move into Gemini. So it may be that the way in which we want to connect with others in a loving nature involves the powers of the mind. We may find conversation very stimulating. We may feel that there needs to be some sort of a mental connection in order for us to feel loving. And games of all sorts may be really fun and fulfilling while Venus moves through Gemini. It also might feel a little bit quicker or a little bit lighter than it did while Venus was in Taurus. So on Tuesday, the 11th, Venus will trine Pluto, and we may feel a lot of intensity or passion in our loving relationships, in our intimate relationships. We may also desire a depth of intimacy in terms of how we connect with our partners. And so just be mindful of that craving for depth. And then we're going to also have Venus squaring Saturn on Friday the 14th. So while the front end of the week may feel a little bit light and a little bit passionate in regards to Venus, the latter half of the week when Venus squares Saturn could feel a little bit more cold or distant in terms of our loving nature. There may be a little bit of like a difficulty or a challenge around expressing our emotions or expressing our truth. However, we also may sense that like our inner values or our morals are the motivating force behind our work in the world. So that could also be in some ways very beneficial, very positive. And then lastly, I just wanted to talk about this waning gibbous moon or half moon that we'll experience on Thursday the 13th. And when the moon is moving through this phase, patience is definitely important. It's a great time for reflection and self-evaluation. And also, it's a really potent time to let go of bad habits or things that are no longer serving you, especially in the sense of like ritual or routine, like things that you are doing consistently that you're realizing you've outgrown. So take time on Thursday to reflect on how you're going about, you know, self-care or how it is that you're attaining what it is that you desire, or how it is that you're working towards your goals, and see if there's perhaps some tweaks in terms of what it is that you could release or let go of in terms of habits, because that is going to be a great energy in which to do those types of activities. I wish you all a beautiful week, and I will be on to chat with you again soon.